Here with Limor. We just had her wonderful baby on Friday night on Passover on Shabbat, and she wants to say about her experience with the Birthing with Confidence CG and Tania's birth doula services.
So I only had one day because I decided to do something about the natural birth really late, and Tania got in touch with me that day, and actually it was Thursday night really late, and I got the CD and I started listening to it, and within about right after I listened to the CD, I felt literally like my cervix was dilating. My due date was coming up within the week, and I just felt like it was opening me up and getting me ready for delivery, for labor. So I really feel like it helped, and the next day I went into active labor.
Kutu, that's the baby! So I have a client and she wants to know her husband's going to be at her birth and her mom's going to be at her birth, and like how a doula can help if there are already going to be so many people at her birth, and how like the doula helped you at your birth.
Okay, so having a doula, having Tania, I don't know about other doulas, but having Tania at my birth really, really helped, because I really needed somebody to just kind of guide me through it, and she just knew what she was doing. She gave me like shoulder massages and like lower back massages, and it really, really helped with the entire labor basically. And even when she wasn't giving massages, she would put her hand on an area that had pain, and the pain would just kind of dissolve into air and just go away. And it was really helpful. She had homeopathic remedies, and she had different oils and scents, and we did a lot, and it was really, really helpful having her there. And I just felt like having somebody there who went through it and knows what it's like and is like confident that I'll get through it was just psychologically really helpful, and I really recommend Tania. And if anybody has any questions, let me know.
Thank you.
So my name is Jedian, a certified hypnotherapist, and I'm here today with Tania Jedian, author of Finding Inner Happiness, an expert in natural fertility and birthing process. And together we're here creating a very unique hypnosis CD, or unique hypnosis listening, that will prepare you for your birth, and it will prepare you for the birth process as a relaxation process, and then powerful suggestions for the unconscious, subconscious mind that will reprogram those dormant parts inside that might have either conflicts with birth. It will also just help smooth out the birth process and get the planning in order. So Tania, what is it that inspires you today to create this CD with me? I'll give a little introduction before I ask her. Tania is my wife, so I'm very excited. We've had 3 natural births together. Our first one was in the hospital, and we did a half water birth, and then outside the water we gave birth. Second one was in the hospital, but a full water birth. And the third one we decided to do at home in our bedroom. And in all 3 of them I was present with her, and we used the process of hypnosis to enhance our birth. Especially on the last one, we decided to not only use it for ourselves, but to incorporate it into a recording so that others can benefit from it. And this is what you're going to be hearing today, how to do the natural birthing process through the use of hypnosis, NLP, and spiritual guidance. So again, my name is Jedian, and this is Tania Jedian. Tania, go ahead and share your experience with us a little bit.
Wow, where do I begin? What inspires me about natural childbirth? I'm very fortunate growing up with a mom who had a wonderful experience giving birth to us. She always, anytime the topic of birth came up, she said, "Oh, don't worry, it's fun." And I pretty much grew up with that, and I grew up with not really having fears about birth and looking forward to it. And when I was in the hospital giving birth to my first son, we had practiced for it, and I was in intense labor and working through it, and my mom called in to see how I'm doing, and she said, remember I told you, it's a fun experience, you can do it. And half an hour after that, our first son Yeshaya was born. So I think I can take from my experience of a wonderful birthing process for our children, and I really want to share that with other women, empower them, let them know that they have the power within themselves to give birth in their unique, creative way, the way that's best for them. And I really just look forward to being part of that process for all women.
Great, excellent. So I want to share with you my process. Actually, my process with the birthing that I've done together with Tania has been an amazing process. But to tell you the truth, my own unconscious beliefs about birth were not so positive before we began birthing with our first child, and that's why I was so involved at the beginning, making sure that I make this a positive experience. My mother had attempted to have 7 children, but only 3 children, which I, being the firstborn, she was successful to give birth to and keep alive. And the other 4, many different things occurred during pregnancy that they didn't make it to birth. Some of them were stuff from the environment, like just, extremely difficult situations, and some of them were just fears and phobias and different things going on inside. So I made it a point to really go out of my way and create a new, safe, supportive environment for myself and for my wife for the birthing process. And that's when we began to, in 1999.
That was our first child,
right?
Yeah.
So in 1998, that's when we began to originally take courses. I remember taking courses with Bradley, the Bradley method, back when we were living in Baltimore, Maryland, right? Marianne Walsh was our first doula, and she introduced us to the concept of Bradley method and natural birthing and visualization. And then from there, we really took this to heart and took it seriously. And then we explored water birthing, and back then the hospitals hadn't even heard of this concept. There was one hospital we found in Baltimore that would allow us to have a water birthing, but they wouldn't let us finish in water, right?
That was the first one.
Right, so they wouldn't let us complete the birth in the water, but they let us labor in the water. And so that was exciting to us. And going back to, again, my own mother was having a series of very difficult births, including mine, which I think I was suctioned out, right? So that was those are internal memories that I had. And I think it's really important to address that, because when we go into the birthing process, there's a lot of unconscious, subconscious layers of dormant conflicts that are sitting inside. And when they're addressed with hypnosis and NLP, with the process that we're going to be introducing you to, you get to come to this place where you're able to unconsciously reprogram your body to give direct commands to those parts of your body in order to carry out the things you want in the way that you want them to be carried out, including a natural childbirth. So many people tell me, I didn't want it this way, I didn't want it that way. And in many ways it's true. They don't, some moms really didn't want certain things to go a certain way. But the fact of the matter is, your unconscious did want it that way. And that's what we want to talk about here. The unconscious mind is able to give command to the body. And the body is like a robot when it comes to your unconscious mind. So when your unconscious mind decides that, yes, this is the way I want to carry something out, the body is like a slave, and it does exactly just that. So the key is to first learn to get in touch with the unconscious mind, preferably before you even begin to conceive the baby. But if not, during the birth process, if you're listening to the CD right now, to get in touch with the part of your unconscious mind that knows how to deliver that baby. The unconscious mind always has the perfect blueprint of natural birth and any other healing process inside. It is like the architect that has the blueprint for the house, right? It's everything is already drawn out, right? So by tapping into the unconscious mind, we can always retrace back the perfect blueprint of how to do that process that we so deeply want to do. So today we're going to introduce you to all of those things. This CD, this recording that you're going to be listening to is going to include, at the beginning, a beautiful process of which we call a hypnosis induction. It helps you get into a very trancy, relaxed, soft state by systematically relaxing all the muscles. Then you'll hear both my voice and Tania's voice. We decided to do this together because we felt very strongly that the feminine, masculine energies are very important in any birth process. And so as you hear our voices, your unconscious mind will place our voices in the right places of the feminine, masculine energy inside the body, including, the fatherly or the motherly connections. We are hoping that this recording will help many thousands of people as it already has in the past, to unleash their power of natural birthing and to get in touch more with the unconscious mind, not just for birthing, but for many other areas of their lives. It will help your child to already feel secure inside as your muscles begin to cooperate with your body, removing any internal conflicts. There is a powerful process in this recording that also creates a programming in your unconscious mind with certain unique anchors, so that when the time comes for birth, a certain anchoring that's going on inside this hypnosis will trigger, and it will activate for you to be able to carry out these processes in a very natural order. So yes, your body already knows how to do this, and our goal here is to reinforce that which your body already knows. Is that right, Tania?
Yeah, that sounds very accurate.
Is there anything you'd like to add to it?
I wanted to add to it just that having Shaheen and having that male figure as part of my birth really gave me that extra support I needed. Thanks, Shaheen, for all your help you gave me, especially during our last birth. And I'm very excited to be doing this CD with you.
Great. I'm also very excited. So let's begin. Make sure you set a quiet place where you can relax and unwind and you're uninterrupted. Make sure you're in a recliner, somewhere where you can just doze off, and if you were to fall asleep, it would be perfectly okay. You can listen to this at night every time you fall asleep. You can listen to it repetitively for a few nights in a row or once a week. Whatever works for you is fine with us. There's no perfect way to listen to this, so if you feel that certain words are just like you don't hear them in between, and then it comes back again, and sometimes you doze off to sleep and you go into a little trance and then you wake up and then you go back in, all of those are okay, because your unconscious mind hears everything regardless of whether you're fully awake or in trance or half asleep or fully asleep. So let this play while you're in all of those states, and it's perfectly alright. There's no way to do this perfectly, so just let it go and just let it relax. It'll sip into your unconscious mind, and it will trigger at the right time, at the right place, during your birth process and before the contractions. And that's the beauty of this recording that we've created. It's a programming that you're doing in advance, which will trigger and will come into play at the time when necessary. And those are called post-hypnotic suggestions. If you needed to reach us, or if you want to get in touch with us, we are very, very excited to be in touch with any of you that's listening to this recording. So my name is Tania Jedian, certified clinical hypnotherapist and NLP master, also timeline therapist and spiritual guide. I can be reached directly at 323-680-4072, and my website is irealself.com, ireal.self.com, and Tania can be reached at...
I can be reached at 424-226-8072, and my website is www.livingmybest.org.
Awesome. So yeah, that's how you can reach us. You're welcome to also go there and sign up for our newsletters, our special gifts and recordings, and meditations that we send out on a weekly or monthly basis. I'm very, very happy that you get a chance to listen to this recording. All right, let's begin. Sit back, relax, and just close your eyes. In a very few moments, you're going to be more relaxed than you've ever known yourself to be. I'm going to mention certain parts of your body, and as I do, I want you to just feel that part begin to relax. Just feel that part just begin to relax now. In order to help you relax, I want you to imagine yourself in a wonderfully magical forest. It's almost nighttime, and the sky is a beautiful indigo blue. The stars are coming out, and the moon is lighting up the rich forest trees. You hear the hypnotic sounds of the bubbling of the rivers and the waters off in a distance, and nature seems to be lulling you to sleep. And as you remain motionless, you begin noticing a wonderfully white light just above your head. This white light is the most relaxing light you could imagine. And as you imagine this white light, as it begins to lower round the crown of your head, you seem to be touched with a desire and willingness. Next, you're beginning to let go. Deeper. Doing so very well now as you continue to relax. Feel the relaxation coming back to the throat muscles. Down into the chest, and all the muscles and organs within the chest now just begin to relax. This relaxation continues down the stomach area, and all the muscles and organs within the stomach this warm sensation and even feeling of relaxation goes down into the thighs, over the knees, down the shin bone, across the instep of the foot, and into the foot itself. And each and every toe just relaxes more and more as you go deeper and deeper, relaxing deeper, relax deeper. And as you continue deeper and even deeper, calm and very, very relaxed.
This stairway will lead you to a profound hypnosis.
Now, I want you to imagine yourself standing in this forest. And at the base of your feet is a beautiful stone stairway that leads downwards into a very safe valley of relaxation. This staircase will lead you into a profound state of deep hypnosis. Breathe as we are going to go down these stairs now. And as I count backwards from 10 to 0, each numeral will take you 10 times deeper. 10. Take that first step down and go 10 times deeper.
Discover what's possible.
9. Deeper and deeper.
You deserve great things.
Relax and breathe. 8. Way down now. 7. Even deeper than that. 6. Take that step deeper. Feeling very relaxed. Very relaxed. 5. Deeper. 5. Deeper.
Be deeper and deeper. Very relaxed.
4. You are going into a deep state of hypnosis now. 3. Going deeper. 2. Relaxed. Too relaxed to even move. Feeling very calm.
Drop down into your breathing. Breathing from your belly. Drop down into your
1.
seat.
At the next number, we'll enter this beautiful place of peace and tranquility called deep hypnosis.
Breathing into your heart opening up as you enter.
A place where all is good and good is all. More relaxed and peaceful than you've ever known yourself to be.
Bringing your full heart into it now.
0.
Gathering all your heart energy deeper.
Now in a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. When I get to 1, your legs are going to be so heavy, they just won't be able to lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to lift your legs and find with a bit of amusement that you cannot. That's right, don't even try anymore. They're just too heavy. Very good. Now in a moment I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1 once more. When I get to 1, your eyes are going to be 100 times more relaxed than your legs just were. They will be so heavy, they just won't be able to open. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to open your eyes only when you are certain you cannot. That's right, don't even try anymore. They're just too heavy. Excellent. Notice that one arm feels different than the other. Now I want you to imagine that entire arm is filled with helium balloon and is lighter than air. So light it just begins to float. Lighter and lighter, now lifting and rising. That's right, now allow your arm to float back I'm down going to show you a little to your technique lap that you can use for when the contractions start coming.
deeper.
And when the contractions do come, you will be aware of what is happening to your body, but you'll have the tools to deal with any discomfort. So, I'd like you to visualize a beautiful bright blue balloon. See it clearly in your mind, or perhaps you can feel the smooth, shiny surface of the balloon. Now think about those contractions that your body will experience. And imagine that each contraction lasts for just 1 minute and gets stronger at the 30-second point before simply ebbing away. And as the muscles rise up, see that beautiful, bright, shiny blue balloon filling up with air. And at 30 seconds point, it just floats away. When your baby is getting ready to be born, you will experience each contraction. But they don't bother you because you simply imagine this beautiful, bright, shiny blue balloon filling with air and floating away. Floating away, floating away, 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 away.
Floating away. Floating away. Floating away, away.
And remember to slip away into your other reality, your special private place, where nothing bothers you, nothing disturbs. You can be aware of what's going on around you, but you only respond to the things that you want to respond to. This is your special day, a wonderful day for you and your baby. Other people are just here to help. And I want to show you a way now to deal with any discomfort, just in case it should arise. You may not need to use this technique, but it's useful to know. Imagine that you're slipping into a different reality, and in your imagination, take yourself up to a beautiful log cabin, high in the snowy mountains. Create the scene of a glowing log fire, blazing up, filling the cabin with warmth, and a slight smoky smell mingled with pine wood. It's cozy in here, it's comfortable in here. And looking out of the window, you see fresh snowflakes hitting the window pane, sliding down to the ledge, forming a pretty white border of snow along the bottom of the ledge. And you open the door of your log cabin to gather a handful of snow. Feel the fingers of that right hand closing around the crunchy white snow. feel the texture of the snow, the icy coldness of the snow. And that coldness begins to make that right hand feel numb from the cold. Imagine this now. Feel and experience that cold, numb feeling in your right hand. And when it's as cold can be, and numb as well, lift up that right hand and place it onto any part of your body where your discomfort is. And as you do, an amazing thing begins to happen. The numbness from your right hand is transferred to the part of your body that felt discomfort. And as that discomfort becomes numb, it just eases away. It just eases right away, just melting away. So in hypnosis, you've learned several useful things. You've created 2 different realities where you could slip into as soon as you know your baby is on its way. You've learned how to communicate with your baby in order to bond early. You are ready to lessen the discomfort of contraction, to develop rapport with your unconscious. Now, I'd like you to create in your mind 2 different realities. The first one is of what's going on around you, what's happening, what's being said, and so on. The second is a beautiful place in nature, perhaps strolling along a paradise tropical island, enjoying the wonderful view. The lovely blue sea, the palm trees, the soft white sand. Or maybe a lovely garden abundant with flowers and shrubs and freshly mown grass. Butterflies flitting from flower to flower. Or it could be a boat sailing down a river. Rocking gently from side to side. It may be something completely different. Your own wonderful creative imagination can supply you with a treasured memory of a very special place, of a very special time in your life when you felt at peace and relaxed.
At peace and relaxed.
So I'll be quiet for a moment or two to allow your subconscious mind to provide you with a special place. Okay, now take yourself there in your mind.
Now take yourself there in your mind.
Hear any sounds or see things around you that are appropriate to the scene you have created. Perhaps you can feel the warmth of the sun on your body.
Feel the warmth of the sun on your body.
A gentle breeze.
A gentle breeze.
Blowing from time to time across your skin.
Across your skin.
What can you feel?
What can you feel?
Notice the sensation of touch and smell. Mentally create this wonderful place. Make it real. Feel it.
Feel it.
Experience it now.
Experience it now.
Your special place.
Your special place.
And I want you to know that this other reality that you've created is available for you to slip into at any time you wish. Now that you have created this wonderful place, now that you've created this wonderful place, it will be with you for all time. You can go in and out of trance. You can also travel from one reality to another and remain in trance, but still know exactly what is happening around you. And this wonderful place is where you're going to be during the birth of your baby.
The birth of your baby. This is your own, very special, very private place that exists for you and you alone. When you're in the reality where you know everything that is happening around you, you are still in trance. But this is a useful place for you to be in while carrying out any normal, everyday tasks.
Your unconscious mind will allow you to drift a little deeper when the need rises. And when you experience the first contraction, that is a signal for you to drift a little deeper. You can go to your special place and let your body take care of itself. When you're in the reality where you know everything that is happening around you, you are still in trance. But this is a useful place for you to be in whilst carrying out any normal, everyday tasks. Your unconscious mind will allow you to drift a little deeper when the need arrives. And when you experience the first contraction, that is a signal for you to drift a little deeper.
That is a signal for you to drift a little deeper. That is a signal for you to drift a little deeper. And when you experience the first contraction, it is a signal for you to drift a little deeper.
You can go to your special place and let your body take care of itself. You can go with the flow of each contraction. Don't fight against them. Welcome your contractions as a signal that your baby is one step closer to being born. And just relax and go to your special place whilst your body
Welcome your contractions as a signal that your baby is one step closer to being born. And just relax and go to your special place while your body takes care of itself.
In between the contractions, you can slip into your other reality where you can carry out your daily tasks. You will remain in trance until your baby is 4 hours old, going from one reality to the other as the need arrives. And that very first contraction is your signal to enter hypnosis. And you will remain in hypnosis until your baby is 4 hours old, drifting between two realities. Your special private place and the reality where things are happening around you and you need to respond.
And that very first contraction is your signal to enter hypnosis, and you will remain in hypnosis until your baby is 4 hours old, drifting between two realities, your special private place and the reality where things are happening around you, and you need to respond.
And the very contraction is your signal to enter hypnosis. That very contraction is your signal to enter hypnosis, and you will remain in hypnosis until your baby is 4 hours old, drifting between two realities, your special private place and the reality where things are happening around you and you need to respond. You will experience each contraction. They will be part of your awareness, but you can go with the flow. They don't bother you at all because they're a sign that your baby is on its way and everything is going well. And you may be able to imagine your body as a thermometer. And as the mercury rises, it relaxes that part of your body, almost as though the relaxation is pushing the mercury up. Just imagine it now in your mind. Your body relaxes as the mercury rises. What a wonderful, comfortable feeling it is. Now, I want you to go inside and make contact with your baby.
Go inside and make contact with your baby. Focus your mind on your baby that is growing within you. Your baby, a very special part of you, and a very special part of your husband or partner.
And because your baby is a very special part of you, depending on you emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you can talk in your mind to your baby and listen to what he or she has to say. You can hear and see and sense the vibrations deep inside you, that tiny unborn life. So make contact with your baby. Say hello. Tell your baby that you're looking forward to the birth, your baby's entry into the world. Tell your baby what life will be like with you and your partner. Do this now, and I'll remain quiet for a moment or two. Now, I want you to know that you can go inside and communicate with your baby anytime you wish.
Go inside and communicate with your baby as you wish.
Your baby instinctively knows what you're thinking, and even though he or she hasn't yet learned to talk, there's a language that is deeper than words. So bond with your baby now.
Bond with your baby now and every day until the birth. Go inside and communicate with your unborn baby.
Go inside and communicate with your unborn baby. And when your baby is ready to be born, you can really enjoy the beautiful experience of giving birth to a baby you have already bonded with. And on the day of your baby's entry into the world, you know that you can just slip into your alternative reality, your special place as your body gets on with the business of giving birth.
Special place as your body gets on with the business of giving birth.